What's up, Marvel Rivals fans? Do you want to earn some free skins? Do you want some sweet achievements and trophies to go along with it? And to top it all off with some more currency to buy even more skins?
Yeah, boy.
Hoping you answered yes to at least one of those. I'm the one true Sir Salty, and this is my Marvel Rivals achievement guide. Starting with the basics, upvoting. How do only 65% of you have this achievement? Like, are you that petty, or do you not like doing dailies? Like, what's the issue here? Probably a bunch of savage Overwatch players if you ask me. Next, the triple KO. Well, 70% of people have this one. I'm not surprised, but just a little disappointing, you guys. You Star-Lord, get it done easy. Play with a friend. Maybe pretty tough to convince your friends to play the game with you, so just invite random strangers until they feel sorry for you. Maybe get your mom to pack you some extra cookies so you can make friends a little easier. Using any emote on your customization wheel. Get into the game and just use it. As long as it's used outside the spawn, it should be just fine, so make a sweet play, and then celebrate it afterwards. Now that we got the simple stuff out of the way, let's get into ones that actually involve playing the game. Firstly, Cloak and Dagger and getting an ace. You basically just have to show up. As long as you did something and your team wipes the enemy team, you'll get the achievement. And following the ace tradition, we have Mantis. Again, just get the ace. It's the exact same thing. That's why I put it right beside Cloak and Daggers. Playing her, it's only a matter of time. And in my case, it was time for Jeff to eat 5 enemy heroes. What a delicious sacrifice. Finishing off the Scarlet Witch for the ace.
Tasty.
Following a similar tradition, we have Luna Snow. And all you gotta do is play her on 5 different maps. If you think you're missing one, just play Conquest mode. And I'm sure you'll be listening to that crazy song that everyone puts in their dumb clips. Moving on, we have Namor. It's Namor. F you. Anyways, you need to get 10 KOs with his monster spawn assisting in a single game. This is the first and only time I'll clarify, KOs do not mean you need the killing blow. As long as you are part of it in any way and somebody is KO'd, you will get credit for it. Conquest mode makes this an absolute breeze. You get tons of placements to put your monster spawns up high or just wherever you want. So just prioritize on surviving and throwing them down and you'll be good to go. So no more worrying about this achievement. That was alright. Next up, we have Storm and assisting X-Men. Wolverine, Psylocke, Magneto, and Magick all count towards this, and you're gonna be doing what Storm does best, getting assists. Not doing damage, just getting assists. So if you see that you have 1 or 2 of the X-Men in a Conquest mode, just queue up with Storm and you should be getting it no problem. Just don't expect to be carrying the game too well. But she is getting a buff in the new patch. Love him or hate him, next is Jeff and eating 4 enemies in a single ultimate. This was definitely much easier to do within the game's first couple weeks of release, and he will be getting a nerf to it in the next season. So don't be like me and give this guy the achievement for free in the Jeff event. Or like other me eating all my allies and then dying with them. Alright, to be fair, this was a bot game and I was just trying to make a good clip.
Our teammate, I think.
I don't know who needs voice chat for a bot game. Up next, we have Venom and doing Venom things. And by Venom things, I mean diving the enemy team, using your right click, and then using your shield when you're low health. And then pretty much rinse and repeat. Getting his swing to get advantage, you'll see when you're gonna hit 4 people or not. It's very easy. 4 is this many. He's definitely a fun dive tank to play. So if 4 duelists are gonna force me to play Vanguard, I'm gonna pick Venom.
Bruh.
Next, we have Star-Lord, and getting 10 assisted KOs with fellow Guardians of the Galaxy members. Simply play enough Star-Lord, you're gonna get this in no time. Make some legendary clips. This brings us to Scarlet Witch and KOing 10 mutants. The progress of this is tracked throughout games, so you don't have to worry about doing it all in one match. And for those who don't know, these are the only mutants in the game so far. So track them down and take them out. But if taking mutants out is a little aggressive, we're gonna protect mutants instead. With the master of magnetism himself, Magneto. You can get this done fast by doing Conquest mode and seeing that you have 1 or 2 mutants on your team. Just follow any mutants around and act as a shield daddy. And maybe help out with the KOs here and there. And same with Scarlet Witch, you do not have to do this in one match. Following that up, we have Hawkeye. Getting 10 assisted KOs with anyone from the Avengers. Simply put, you're just gonna play Hawkeye and hopefully you'll get some Avengers on your team. The Avengers are a group of superheroes, like Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Black Widow, Hulk, Scarlet Witch. Alright, everyone knows who the goddamn Avengers are. Play Hawkeye, you're gonna get kills because you're Hawkeye and he's freaking OP. You don't need to do it in one go, but chances are when you're playing Hawkeye, you're gonna get it in one go because you're flipping Hawkeye. Alright, we have Peni Parker and blasting 3 enemies with 1 use of her mines. The funniest and my preferred method is to mine the spawn area. Setting up the nest is a little unnecessary and loud, so if they are careful, they won't get hit, but sometimes they don't give a f. So a simpler method is to just mine the area, and I should have thrown down a web, but I didn't need to. Do this or just set up at the point like you normally would with her and just have fun with it. And up next we have Adam Warlock and begging your teammates to play Guardians of the Galaxy characters. That took me like 10 takes to do. Politely paste your pre-written statement asking your teammates for help with this achievement. And eventually they comply 6 games later. Make sure they're close and use Adam Warlock's Soul Bond. Not sure if using it in the spawn room counts, but hopefully you'll just get to use it just enough times before they get fed up with your achievement and they'll switch characters. Or just hopefully have some friends. Seeing how 35% of players don't have that achievement, well, we'll see how that goes. Shifting things over, we have the Trash Panda himself, Rocket Raccoon. Or is he a fox? I don't know. Another achievement that will be tracked through multiple games. All you have to do is use his BRB to bring back 5 Guardians of the Galaxy characters. Now this is tough because you don't really have too much of a choice on who you're bringing back. You do have some power with it as you are a healer. Solo queues, I was finding that I would get a Star-Lord on my team and just try not to heal him at all. If you're familiar with Star-Lord players, you will know that they like to die in very stupid ways, rushing headfirst into the enemy by himself. They're done with friends as they can unalive themselves for you. Finishing off the easy achievements, we have the Trickster God Loki and the Backstab KO. To put it quite simply, all you have to do is really just run around trying to melee people in Conquest mode. Loki's passive makes him deal more damage when stabbing somebody in the back with a melee. But when I got this achievement, I feel like I never stabbed anyone in the back. So melee to your heart's content and hopefully you'll get it in one go. Maybe die an embarrassing death like this. What's my first and only game is Loki, okay? Oh, hot, 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 hot! Hot, 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 hot! Starting off with some medium style. Winter Soldier and getting a triple kill with his ult. Gonna let this speak for itself.
Armed and dead again!
Double kill!
Again!
That's 3!
Again!
I found was the key to this achievement specifically is making sure to land the final blow with the ultimate. Had very similar moments like this, but I usually was finishing off the enemy with something else. Moving on to Ironfist. Could throw a few of these characters in the easy pile because like literally their ultimates speak for themselves. My first and only time of me playing Ironfist, and I got the triple first try. All I really knew what to do was just keep punching, and that would solve all my problems. Just like everything, just solved it with punching. 'Cause that's what true heroes do. Moon Knight and hitting 4 enemies with his ultimate. Really grapple the ground and double jump to get up high or just be up high in general. Chances are maps where you can test a point. Just keep trying. His ultimate is getting a buff in the next season, so it's probably a little bit easier to use. You build ult with this guy so fast, you just gotta keep trying. That's really all it is. Not too shabby for a guy that doesn't get to play DPS. I am Groot. 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 Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. Groot. Damn it. Next up is Magick. Getting a triple kill with her ultimate. Only recommend practicing some combos with her before trying this. Quite a few combos that are insanely powerful. I just would recommend practicing a bit to get used to her dash. You'll want to spam the demon as much as possible, build your ult faster, and then use it undercover and go to town. Her main attack does the most damage, as well as having a very low cooldown on her blink, so just go to town and hopefully you'll clean up. As long as the 3 enemies are hit and KO'd during the ultimate, you will get credit for everything. Even if you die and someone else has to clean up for you.
Help me!
As for all you Banner mains, we have Hulk. Now this one will require you to switch back to Banner and get a KO quickly. Though that's easier said than done. More than likely this will happen naturally when playing the Hulk. You have to survive for 3 seconds after turning back into Banner and getting a KO in that time. In case having a friendly Squirrel Girl to help you out.
Ooh, mommy.
Speaking of things that will get done naturally, Black Widow and the 3 headshot KOs in one game. I'm gonna sugarcoat it. You're playing a sniper, you're gonna shoot things in the head. I'd like to think that we all can shoot things in the head. Your 3 KOs, call it a day. If sniping is not doing it for you, try some Punisher. 3 KOs amidst the smoke screen. What I use for this method is to use the smoke screen as a final blow. I have seen some comments that are saying that this does not work. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Just play Conquest mode, just use the smoke grenade in his guns, don't use anything else, and go to town. Next up we have Psylocke, and contesting the payload for 60 seconds in one game. Instead of going around assassinating the backline like you normally would as Psylocke, you're going to stick to the payload quite a bit. Payload maps seem to be the best for this, and just so we're clear, contesting is when someone else is on point while you are also on point. And also, being invisible does not count as being on the point. Teammates might complain that you're not dealing enough damage to the backline, but you know what? Screw them. It's quick play, get over it.
Okay.
And now for everyone's favorite character to suck at, Spider-Man, and the Spider Sense counterattack. When unaware or behind any cover, you'll notice your Spider Sense going off. This is your time to do a counteroffensive. You'll have to take down your target that you get the Spider Sense to. If you already know your target's approaching, Spider Sense will not trigger, so this will not count. So essentially just keep trying to hide behind walls and figure out which target your Spider Sense is triggering off of, and then make sure to take them out. Alright, we've all seen the clips of Doctor Strange getting a portal KO. It is glorious, it is fantastic, and it is funny as hell. This trick still might work for quick plays, and really, you just need to land one. I got this one of my first times playing Doctor Strange where I made a really bad portal. I didn't really understand the logistics of it, I just kind of threw a portal down in a team fight, though I did end up making a portal that led the enemy team right to our backline, which was quite hilarious. So both tanks ended up just coming in and crushing us while Star-Lord did his ultimate in front of us. Somehow though, he went through the portal backwards and died. So just get creative and get it done. And now we have one of our map exclusive KOs with Hela and the triple KO in the Yggdrasil path map. This is one of those games that felt like it was a bot game. They were barely able to come out of their spawn, as you can see. So as you see, I got a quick pick on the Peni, and then all I did was just pop my ultimate and just pray that they would come out and die. And well, they did. And there you go, got a quadra.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
So these last group of heroes are the ones that I found I struggled the most with to get their achievements. I could usually get 2 or 3 with just flanking around with Iron Man, but I waited until I got Groot and saw that he had his ultimate and fired it in. I only killed 2, but I did hit 4 people in that cluster. Captain America getting 3 KOs with his ultimate. I made this out to be way harder than it had to be, but essentially when a team fight's just about to start brewing down, you pop your ultimate right before getting a kill, and it should work out in your favor. Running into your allies with your buff will also make you sure you get assists from their KOs, because you actually don't need to get the KOs yourself.
Oh shit.
Next, Black Panther. Holy crap, did I take a beating trying to get this one done.
Oh no!
You have to get a triple kill on the Hall of Dajalia map. Essentially, every time this map popped up, I would play Black Panther, and I would just naturally get better and better. Definitely would recommend practicing a little bit of combos, but some of like the best ones are throw spear dash, throw spear dash. That's really what it comes down to, just keeping his resets. If you don't have your shift, you should probably just get out of the team fight, because trying to use your E to get out is just asking for you to die. Just keep at it though, and you'll get it eventually.
Okay.
Thor and hitting 4 people with his ultimate. Best way is hopefully dive your enemy team and start your ultimate right in the middle of them. The lightning strikes that happen before you slam do count as hits. The ultimate is now buffed, so you can't be CC'd while doing it, which is nice, but it's still kind of slow. Next up we have Squirrel Girl, whose ultimate used to suck really badly. It used to bounce around uncontrollably, so basically it felt very useless on a lot of maps. And not only that, they can even fall off ledges. Like sure, that was bad timing on the pillar coming around and blocking my shot, but hey, they fell off at the 11 and died. Originally, I would just throw my ultimate in a line, hopefully hitting as many heroes as I could, which I did wipe out 2 characters in this one ult, as well as hit multiple others. And then the ones that were hit by the ultimate, I just finished it off, got the triple kill, and that was pretty much it. Her improved ultimate will now track enemies every time it bounces, which is very good for hunting them down. They will have less health, but that doesn't matter as they will track enemies much better and should get you the achievement much easier now. I'm the OG and got it done beforehand. And lastly, we have Wolverine for the original characters. He is definitely the most frustrating character that I love to play. There are so many moments where you're like, oh yeah, I'm feeling so good about this. I'm having a great time with Wolverine. I'm shredding tanks. I'm a menace. And then other times I can feel like, oh yeah, I hate his shift ability. But the main thing we're going to focus on is trying to get 100% rage and then going for the backline with your ultimate. 2 people roll right under my target and slamming them and getting all 3 kills. As long as they were hit by the ultimate and killed shortly after, these should also still count. So as long as you get your 3, you're good to go. But still, only 1% of the player base on Steam has this achievement. Pretty wild. What? We have 2 new characters to do? Well, good thing for you, I got you covered. Mr. Fantastic, more like Mr. Funtastic. He's an incredibly durable bruiser with good utility, movement, and damage. Even though it is not considered an achievement right now, it is in the game under the heroic journey. And that is bouncing 5 times using his ultimate. Now, as long as you hit something with the ultimate, it will continue. I did this in Conquest mode where I saw a bunch of people were surrounding the middle area and just kind of kept going, and well, it kind of kept working. And I did end up with a triple kill afterwards. It's a really crappy bird's eye view of my ultimate going off just because I didn't really understand what was happening. Yeah, I'm not an expert in spectator mode, but yeah, this is what it kind of looked like. And then lastly, we have the Invisible Woman and assisting fantastic characters 10 times. Obviously, there's only one you can help assist, which is Mr. Fantastic. This achievement will also track through various games, so you don't need to get it in one go. And you're just assisting in any way, hopefully just heal botting your Mr. Fantastic. She's got a great kit to be offensive and defensive all in one go, plus you can play very safe by just kind of becoming invisible and just not being a target whatsoever. Do this 10 times and the achievement's yours. Well, I guess that about covers it for the full guide so far with the new characters coming out. I was a little surprised that both these new characters do not have actual achievements to it, but they do have the in-game ones under the heroic journey. Though it is still nice that I do have my 100%, which I would have anyways because I got all the achievements done, but I just hope they kind of continue this going forward. I hope that any or all of these tips were at least somewhat helpful to anyone trying to get these achievements. I am far from perfect with all of these characters, so if I can do it, I'm very confident that most of you can as well. Can at least 25% more of you upvote your teammates? Like, I'm a little disturbed by that fact and just kind of disappointed. Also, I wouldn't mind being a DPS once in a while. So thank you very much for watching. Take care out there, and I'll catch you on the next one.